one of the most anticipated play-in rounds between Eguy and LaSharkus. Just finished a sprawl warm-up. It was very close. And we are waiting on first pick, which I believe belongs to Sharkisha. And opening up with Maximo Center, a map that I know LaSharkus has played a lot. Where it's beginner, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Here we add the platinum. I know LaSharkus has put in a lot of time on this in the roguelike thing. So I expect him to have the advantage, especially after winning Sprawl, but anything can happen. All right. Here we go.
Ready, set, go.
Both start right in front of a blast. Let's see who's going to use it better. They split routes, which is probably a good call. But, oh yeah, LaSharkus gets the better end, but then he falls off. So it ends up being majority of the spawn to A-Game. Now LaSharkus has got a Mega, and A-Game uses the Mega immediately. They both got the Mega, I guess. Still a 4-point advantage. About this, about even on that spawn. Now we got our first blue. Looks like Sharks has got a helicopter. He misses. He barely misses, but he has enough time to recover because A-Game probably didn't expect him to miss. LaSharkus gets there first by using a super jump. So he's going to mop up pretty well here. Now with a 5-point lead, there's another blue on the board. And this time A-Game gets it and gets the yellow with a nice super speed. There's going to be plenty of blues, famous last words, but there should be plenty of blues on a map like this. So there'll be lots of opportunities for some back and forth action. A-Game with a really nice blast to clean up that spawn. And now we got a blue in the corner. LaSharkus seems to be way first. Can he take his time and get some of the other stuff? Yeah, he gets both yellows. Yeah, the lead is very much flip-flopping on a spawn-by-spawn basis. A-Game with a really nice super speed Mega skill shot. Now he's got the Mega and smacks LaSharkus away. LaSharkus using his super speed in desperation. He responds closer to the next blue, and he's going to land it. And he's going to get a nice line going out towards the middle for the rest of the spawn. Both players sweating for their lives, I'm sure. LaSharkus very close to this spawn here with the 2 yellows. A-Game with a little bit of a blast to try and fight back. 10-point lead for LaSharkus. Super speeds. Oh, but A-Game's right there, but he manages to share the blue with a really nice skill shot, and then rebounds well. A-Game does a bit better on the yellows. Now LaSharkus opting to use the slope blast. A-Game sort of flies off uncontrolled. Not the best landing for him. Now a good spawn for A-Game. He's gotten a couple in the last minute or so. And he's going to mop up most of it. So now he's down by 7. LaSharkus super speed skill shot. He's going to take his time. And good for him because A-Game overshot the blue. Got a super speed and a blast. Pretty consistent 10-point lead. I'm sure he would like to have a bit more of a cushion, considering this is Maximo, a pretty high-powered map. Ooh, A-Game flies off again. Now 13-point lead as we're counting. And another LaSharkus first to the spawn. Now 16-point lead. Oh, but A-Game looks like he's got a jump. Oh no, he didn't have a power-up. LaSharkus traverses naturally, very nicely. Oh, he misses the blue. A-Game gets it. He's still up by 15 though. Now another blue. Looks like A-Game has a more direct route. He gets the blue. He gets the rest of the spawn. LaSharkus comes in for the yellow. Now it's only a 7-point game. A-game. Oh, filthy blast from LaSharkus. Wow, just denied his entry. He's there first again. Now the lead is up to 20, just when it seemed like A-game was getting a bit of a foot back in the door. Now LaSharkus is already there. Spawn very convenient for him. A-game sort of falls off, starting to get a little bit sloppy now. Skidding past that yellow, uses the Mega Marble nicely. It does A-game. LaSharkus with a gyrocopter, just, this is one of the maps where the gyrocopter is truly a powerful tool, even when it's become less effective in recent years due to certain blasting tactics. But yeah, LaSharkus gets the last blue. Now it's a 30-point lead. Looks like he's going to have a game 1 win. Just needs to run out the clock at this point. And that's going to be it. Goes for a nice final skill shot. Doesn't quite land it. But nonetheless, we go to game 2 with LaSharkus up 1-0. 6-6 on the blues. The yellows really making the difference. Reds, close to even. Great game. All right, and time for Eye of the Storm. Right? Yeah, I had my finger over it. I miss that blue. That is a good blue. Actually, although it was kind of bullshit inducing. Beach parties playing, doo la 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 sounding. Oh yeah, it's a gamer time.
Ready, set, go.
Wow, this is my second day in the row casting EOTs. I feel so blessed. We start with an all red spawn. They go pretty even on it. Now both of them getting the top yellow. A-game falls down onto the other gems a bit more gracefully, but LaSharkus is in good position to capitalize on this next spawn. A-game a little bit stuck in the tornado. He's not going to have a good angle for the yellow. Chooses to go for positioning for the next spawn, and gets a pretty good haul out of it. LaSharkus up by 3. And he's gonna... A-game is gonna fall into the tornado again. Now LaSharkus is up by 6. LaSharkus gets a yellow. He's off to a pretty good start for this map and for, A-game. Oh, A-game's now in good position. Now A-game fights back with the yellow. But LaSharkus is gonna get everything else because that yellow is the one that leads him right into the tornado. LaSharkus is first on that yellow. He's up by 11. Wow. Looks like he came ready for this. All right, we're in a bit of a lull. And now a big beefy spawn. A-game shoots right for the yellow. Lands double yellow perfectly. He needed that to really get some momentum back. And another yellow. Looks like A-game's going to get that one. Now it's a 6-point game. The Shark is cleaning up reds to sort of stay ahead. A-game with a very good default spot, and it pays off for him. He's going to get a couple reds his way. Another yellow appears. Looks like A-game does have blast to get up, and he's going to get that whole line. Now it's a 4-point game. Some very optimized jumping from both players, but especially A-game's on a bit of a roll right now. Gets that yellow too. Now he's creeping ever closer. They both decide not to go for that red. Probably a good decision. That red sucks. Matan talked about how much he hated that red on one of the first games that was ever casted in tournament history. This is basically even now, due to some really nice yellow stealing from A-game. Goes for that one because, getting thrown into the tornado is not a huge punishment. for that spawn. It's mostly concentrated at the bottom. LaSharkus gets the red. Can he escape the tornado? He can't. A-Game's going to get yellow and the 2 reds. He's up by 3 now. Both camping. Looks like A-Game has a better position for the yellow. Let's see which players can sweep up. Oh, A-Game gets thrown out. LaSharkus gets the yellow. Oh, God. All right. A-Game gets another yellow. Just slowly expanding to a lead that, the same lead that LaSharkus had. Oh, LaSharkus goes the wrong way. That's going to really cost him. Now it's a 9-point lead. LaSharkus with some opportunity to make up ground, though. A-Game gets stuck a little bit. Goes for the 2 reds in the tornado. And now he gets thrown out. And both players, this spawn is anybody's thing. But LaSharkus has done better. He's only down by 2. It's tied. We're tied with 23 seconds left. A-Game, really good position for this top yellow. That's going to give him a lot of help, but LaSharkus is now in good position for this one. But A-Game sweeps in and gets the yellow anyway. There's one more yellow LaSharkus can capitalize on. A-Game decides not to bite on it, taking a gamble, and I think it's going to pay off. Is it going to pay off? There's 2 reds left. There's not enough time. A-Game's going to win. Very close game. Wow. Oh. Crashovisions here. Well, that was entertaining. Now we're now we're 1-1. Marble Land. Where's Marble Lands? Intermediate, right? Yeah. So A-Game takes his flagship map, barely, after a very intense battle. And now we're on to Marble Land. We're off to Marble Land.
Ready. Set.
Both spawn on the opposite side of the map. This is going to be an interesting thing routing, but both have a Mega Marble. Oh, LaSharkus opts to go for the Super Speed instead. Bumps himself a little bit. Oh, gets knocked and uses the Super Jump, but it's okay because I think the Super Speed is better for him anyway. A-Game mops up the first spawn. Got a Mega Marble again. Off to a really good start. And now we have a dreaded spawn in the pool. Looks like LaSharkus is well-timed with the moving platforms to go get the yellow. And can both of them make it out? A-Game's stuck, but he gets unstuck. And now a very fortunate spawn for him. Did LaSharkus get trap launched? What? How did I miss that? Oh, but A-Game didn't go for the blue. He's going to land on the blue. Whoa. I was not watching LaSharkus at that moment. Oh my god. That's gonna be replayed for quite a while. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now we gotta spawn with lots of yellows. And A-Game gets a blue. And a 14-point lead for him. That's I'm sure that this is not how LaSharkus wanted his second map pick to be going. Things are going sideways for him pretty fast. Now he's got a bit of an advantage with the Mega Marble, but A-Game's right there too, and the Mega Marble's going to run out. And so A-Game maintains the lead. He's a little bit far, but he catches up quickly. LaSharkus has a Mega, bumps into a platform, but he does a very nice turnaround, and A-Game was sort of flying around. A-Game is way ahead to this one, though. And he can pick up a blast, too. Nicely traversed. And now he can do something really annoying, which he does. And I would have gone for that other blast as well, but it pays off because there's a blue just right there. Still a 17-point lead for A-Game. Just wow. LaSharkus surely is probably a bit rattled from what happened earlier, even though he managed to land that blue. A-Game forced to use his blast to get out, but he picks up a Mega Marble and a Super Speed, tries to take a swing at LaSharkus and misses. But it seems like he got the blast uncontested. I'm not sure. LaSharkus might have gotten the blast too. LaSharkus has got a Super Jump. A-Game's got a Mega Marble and a Super Speed. Again, looks like he's been doing really well with that specific default. But LaSharkus has been doing a bit better on these last few spawns specifically. So now it's only, yes, exactly the slow pit I would have gone for LaSharkus. It's only a 7-point game now. LaSharkus is fighting his way back. And Red doesn't quite go for a great route. I saw the vision there, but, probably could have been better. Does nicely to blast up on that block. Still a 7-point game. Now this is going to be a wash, but both of them are out. And LaSharkus looks like he's in good position. Where's A-Game? A-Game is behind. LaSharkus is going to clean up, and now it's a 3-point game. Once again, we are going down to the wire. Oh, A-Game falls. He trips and falls into a hole. LaSharkus is going to have this spawn really at a big advantage. But A-Game's got a gyrocopter. It's a 1-point game. 21 seconds on the clock. This could go to anyone. Both players are probably very nervous. A-Game's there first, but LaSharkus, he's going to decide if he wants to go. He wants to go for those last two reds. But A-Game with perfect position for this yellow and red combo. Anything can happen on the spawn. There's one red left. A-Game's going to sit and wait, and now he's going to get it and take the win. But no, LaSharkus gets an expired gem and ties the game. Oh! I called the win too soon. Oh my god, wow, that was fantastic. Whew. All right, well. Okay, Marble Land round 2. Here we go.
Ready, set, go.
Now both of them start pretty close to a spawn with lots of yellows. LaSharkus, he's in good position for the blue. He's off to a better start now. Let's see. In a lot of these cases, the person who picked the map wins the redo. Let's see if LaSharkus can keep that going. Now he goes ahead, grabs a Mega. A-Game with a good blast, but he overshoots a bit and isn't going to get enough of that spawn as he wants. Yeah, LaSharkus immediately up by 9 points from the get-go. Slams into a block, though, but A-Game slams into a platform. Both players just not taking advantage of each other's mistakes. A-Game does do a bit better on that spawn, so now it's a 7-point lead. A-Game has a Mega Marble. LaSharkus gets 2 yellows. He's going to get all 3 yellows. I don't know where A-Game went. And stumbling quite a bit on these blocks. We have our first blue on the board. Looks like A-Game's going to get it. LaSharkus didn't quite take a very convincing route, but there's more than enough for him to make up for it if he can execute. He's going to choose to leave those and waste a bunch of time. Probably a good play from LaSharkus. Now both defaulting on the opposite sides. Pretty, all red spawn. Looks like it's going to be pretty even. A-Game fails to pick up the blasts, actually. He's been stumbling stumbling around quite a bit. Just like I'm stumbling over my words to keep up with this crazy match. A-Game's got a Mega, so LaSharkus has to respect that. Gets a couple reds. Gets a Mega and a Super Speed, and doesn't bump into anything on the way. I really thought he was gonna. A-Game gets 2 yellows to LaSharkus' 1, but LaSharkus has a blast. He can use it whenever he... A-Game accidentally goes over the other side of the wall, and he's gonna miss out on a bunch. This is just a bit, not the cleanest platforming performance that we've seen from A-Game. And, you know, I don't blame him, because this map has a lot of places to trip, and to be doing it for, you know, a whole 9 minutes can be a bit exhausting, especially when LaSharkus has really been putting in the work. And now a terrific blast, steals the yellow. He's up by 20 now. So, another filthy blast, just going for the demoralization at this point. A-Game is getting stuck. LaSharkus with a wonderful blue. Now a 30-point lead. Yeah, it's looking like he's got it together now after that tie. And it is a parade inside Marble Land, folks, for LaSharkus. A-Game just whiffing on so many things, like whiffing on the Mega Marble power-up. LaSharkus is way first. I think A-Game's just going to start conserving his energy for game 3 at this point, because or game 4, whatever you want to call it. Now it's a 40-point lead. So yeah, this is going to be a very both of them in the pool. A very decisive win for LaSharkus on his pick. Both of his wins have come as fairly decisive, whereas A-Game really had to squeak one out on Eye of the Storm. So I'm sure that will give LaSharkus some confidence. But hey, win is still a win, so A-Game can punch back with something just as crazy. But we'll see. We'll have to see what happens, because this game is done and done. And that's it. Game 2 goes... Sorry, that was Game 3, actually. Game 3 goes to LaSharkus 2-1 on the redo. All right. Marble Agility Course. I always want to think this map is an intermediate, because the single-player version is in intermediate Marble Lost Platinum. But yeah, here we have a another schizo map. All right.
Ready.
A-Game's really
Go.
with these short maps that are very action-packed. He's really poking right into my my water supply. My voice getting tired. Oh my gosh! Wow. One goes for the Mega, one goes for the Blast, and they both split the spawn evenly. A-Game smacks LaSharkus, but gets stuck inside the pit. He's still going to be first. And now blasts, but not quite quick enough. A-Game still gets the yellow. LaSharkus opts to go inside and not try the the outside trick, which can sometimes be a little bit unreliable when you don't have a Mega Marble. I can't even keep up. But okay, A-Game's up by 5. LaSharkus right next to the spawn. A-Game with a great blast to get 1 yellow, but LaSharkus gets the other. Now A-Game has a Mega. LaSharkus, I think he has a blast. Oh, he lands right on the Mega. He gets yeeted away. A-Game just mopping up these last few spawns. He's up by 8. And LaSharkus, maybe he doesn't have a blast. I don't know. Goes on top. Oh, he did. And now he uses it. He gets it. It's a 6-point game. Goes inside the tube. A-Game's going to go outside. I think they might have split that yellow with one player being inside and one being outside. That's crazy. And now another one of those triple yellows blasts A-Game to sort of ward him off and get the yellow advantage. Another one, A-Game, LaSharkus manages to get it from outside that time. He didn't really have much of a choice, but now A-Game is seemingly doing a lot better on the reds, and that's why he is up by... Oh, and he smacks LaSharkus away, gets both yellows. He's up by 12 at this point. This is really his bread and butter. I don't think LaSharkus feels as confident here as he did on Eye of the Storm. A-Game is first, and LaSharkus opting not to route for the Mega Marble. I don't know, maybe he's just being discouraged because he's behind, but you just gotta get these power-ups if you want to sort of get some sort of a tempo advantage. Now he's sort of desperate for gems. Oh, a nice spawn for LaSharkus. Gets the yellow, gets a little combo, but still a 14-point lead with only 26 seconds to play. This map is so short. And LaSharkus picks up one. This game really felt like it was over from the first, 20 seconds or so. A-Game with a great combo. Now LaSharkus... Oh, well, there... Yeah, no, it's 5 seconds. And that is going to be all she wrote for game 3, or game 4. It's 2-2 now. I'll be right back. Gems ahoy! Oh, I unironically support this being removed for Jim. Jim was awesome. I was really good at Jim. I believe this is the first, someone can correct me, but I believe this is the first instance of a 2-2 in the playoffs so far. We've had the 4-2 game yesterday with Connie and Turk, but it was a 3-1, and Turk won the next game, and then, yeah. Jim's ahoy, fitness bro pirate. Okay. And here we go.
Set. Go.
Both taking a standard route, but LaSharkus manages to get the gyrocopter first. A-Game opts for Mega and Blast. Oh, and he gets rewarded really nicely. Wow. And LaSharkus gets rewarded with a bit of compensation with that red and yellow combo. A-Game fails to get up, but he's coming in hot with the Mega with a nice combo. Mega's LaSharkus. LaSharkus gets a bit of a jump towards the next spawn, though. Oh, A-Game with the spawn abuse. Really well done from him. Are we going to see another tie after an early lead from A-Game? That would be insanity. LaSharkus in better position for this one. getting rewarded for a poor default, but he falls off. But Eguy also falls off. You know, both players with taunts. Oh, really? It looked like that was going to be clean, but now LaSharkus has to use a gyrocopter. Manages to get up. A-Game just wasn't really able to pounce on some poor spin control from LaSharkus. Now A-Game's got a Mega and a Blast. You can't really contend with that. I don't think there was anything LaSharkus could do. And does nicely to super speed and get a nice haul from that spawn. LaSharkus with the Mega takes the high road. He still's got a Blast. A-Game took the low road. LaSharkus gets a super speed and a spawn really close to him. A-Game coming in hot with the Mega, but LaSharkus manages to blast him off. And A-Game with the counter blast. Both of these guys using blast for just a single point. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, LaSharkus stumbles, but A-Game also stumbles and respawns up top. But A-Game gets a really nice spawn right next to him. Seems like both of these players have been getting some very convenient spawns at different times, so the luck has been evening out. Oh, blue in the corner, and LaSharkus is just first. A-Game stuck down there with the Mega. Now LaSharkus has a Mega of his own, and he's first to this spawn. He can totally activate it, and he does. Not getting stuck in that little hole with that one red gem. Now, both of them, LaSharkus managed to get a decent amount before getting kicked back. He's up by 9 at this point, recovering from his rough start. Oh, now blue, he does it. He does the skill shot. And A-Game is forced to pick up the scraps. I mean, he does nicely, actually. LaSharkus really only just got the blue in there. But now he seems to be first. A-Game going for spawn abuse. Not quite fast enough. A-Game hits the Mega Marble first. Is going to do nicely in that spawn. Going to blast too. And LaSharkus smacks him back. This is turning into a Mega Marble war. LaSharkus getting a little bit stuck underneath, but A-Game has just not been first. He's been a little bit slow on some of these spawns in terms of navigation, and that's been costing him. LaSharkus almost up by 20 at this point. Up by 17. A-Game has an opportunity to make this interesting. But now it's a 15-point game. LaSharkus looks like he's... Oh, A-Game blasts and manages to steal the blue. Now it's only an 8-point game. But LaSharkus does get everything else. A-Game is sort of stuck with a gyrocopter. He's deciding not to go for that last red. LaSharkus is in a much better position. Decides to take it slow and steady. A-Game, I don't know where he... Oh, he's punting the spawn. He's gonna go for that one red. And that's really gonna be a poor decision from him. Because LaSharkus is now first. But LaSharkus is struggling to get up. A-Game has a little bit of a window. He needs a really good spawn if he wants to win this one. He does get a pretty good spawn. He's got 2 yellows. LaSharkus seemingly a little bit lost, but it is a 10-point game. And there is just not enough time on the clock. A-Game made a respectable effort towards the end, but that's it. And it's 3-2 match point to LaSharkus on A-Game's pick now. Yeah, could we be seeing our first randomizer of the playoffs? Is A-Game going to pull out Citadel? Oh. MBO predicting Rams for Vamps in the chat. Battle Cube. I really don't know how much LaSharkus would have prepared for this because this is sort of like the forgotten troll map almost. It's such a troll map that people even don't list it among the classic troll maps, the Eye of the Storm, the Citadel, the you know. Um, but where is it game? Where's do da la 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 la? There it is.
Ready. Set.
And here we go. Both players starting. Oh dear God, spectating this is gonna suck. A-game using a super speed right away. LaSharkus, a bit of an unconventional route, but it sort of works for him. Now they're tied after 2 spawns, but A-game has a mega, hits LaSharkus towards the spawn, but hits him again just for good measure. And but LaSharkus manages to respawn well, and so they're still tied after 3 spawns. LaSharkus has got a mega. A-game gets a good spawn. Pretty, really close. LaSharkus chasing him with the mega and doesn't quite connect until it's a little bit too late. A-game managed to get some good stuff from that spawn. LaSharkus is ahead there. Now A-game is ahead to that spawn, and he's got a mega, so LaSharkus can't really challenge. Both of them need power-ups. LaSharkus choosing not to go for the blast. Now he has a chance to get the blast on the turnaround. And he goes and uses the gravity modifier, and he is only down by 2 now. He goes for the last red and gets rewarded with, but he falls off. That's going to be rough. A-game with a chance to capitalize, gets a mega. LaSharkus still manages to get a good line, but A-game lands on the mega and manages to take the lead right back after tied. Now it looks like, LaSharkus with an unfortunate edge hit is not going to be able to pick up much from that spawn. A-game in much better position here, gets a mega, and using the gravity modifiers seamlessly, just absolutely fantastic navigation, has given him a 8-point lead, which on a map like this, that is pretty dire. And you just have to keep fighting on this map. You have to constantly. Oh, look, LaSharkus with a great blast to mop up the entire spawn. And he now is an opportunity to capitalize, but takes a bit of a subpar route. Still a 5-point lead for A-game, so definitely not over. Oh, now a 6-point lead. He's just gradually doing a little bit better, a little bit more. LaSharkus says he doesn't pick up the mega. Maybe he already has one. I don't know. For some reason, he's I don't quite understand that, but there now he gets one in his path, and hits A-game. A-game is in the correct gravity though for a couple gems here. LaSharkus needs to start collecting like entire spawns. That's a good start. He's on the right gravity and A-game is not. It's a 2-point game. It's now A-game gets onto the right gravity and is a 3-point lead. LaSharkus is there, but he's not there enough, and we are going to the randomizer. Okay. So, um, who who's what's it called? Who is the choice of first pick versus last ban? Okay. Picking last. All right. And the first random map is Outlook, Scadium, Marble It Up, Sweep, and Sacred. Wow, some really interesting choices here. Sacred is immediately taken out of the pool. And Scadium taken out of the pool. And now Sweep. And now it's down to Marble It Up or Outlook. You have to think that A-Game is going to go for Outlook because it's got a tornado in it. Whereas Marble It Up is a classic one. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was coming. Um, yeah, he couldn't resist the tornado. Where is it? Where is Outlook? Is it intermediate? Today we learned that Eguy doesn't know where the maps are. Okay. Game 7 on Outlook. Here we go. This has got to be the first time we've had a Game 7 on Outlook. I mean, I can't think of it. We've had Game 5s on Outlook before. But yeah. This is going to be really interesting to see. A-Game's going to have to really get some positional advantage because there are a lot of places to trip, and A-Game just has been tripping quite a few times. And the Doodalala has echoed out, and
Set.
here we go. It's win or go
Go.
home. We got 3 yellows right off the bat. Both of them path for all of them, and they're going to completely split that spawn. LaSharkus is in a slightly worse position, and now A-Game gets really well on this next spawn. Gonna leave the last red. He's got a super speed at his disposal and another one at right next to him, and a double spawn. LaSharkus was camping the top, which is what you got to do on this map when you feel like you don't have a chance. A-Game first to the draw on that good combo. LaSharkus bounces back with a couple yellows. Still anybody's game. Oh, blast and a blue down there, and LaSharkus gets it. A-Game fails to execute. Or he got blasted. I wasn't exactly following him at that point. And now LaSharkus taking a bit of a strange path up to the top, but it is going to eventually work. But A-Game is going to get a little bit better off from there. LaSharkus gets a blast. Both of them get the blast. And A-Game activates the blast not in the most convincing fashion. LaSharkus still manages to get both yellows. And LaSharkus super jumps up there. And A-Game is stuck. He's in the tornado. He is too enamored by the tornado, folks. It's a 5-point lead for LaSharkus. Now a couple yellows. A-Game falls and gets the other one, and is going to get the blast and chooses to leave the last red. Very well. And now a good spawn for A-Game, but he is not quite that quick on it. So so LaSharkus is able to punch back a little bit. And he's going to get another yellow here. Still a pretty consistent fight. And now we have another blue. LaSharkus super jumping and can't quite land it. A-Game gets the blue. Both of them arrive at this pretty powerful spawn at the same time. Another blue. The same blue has appeared 3 times. A-Game looks like he's first. Oh, but LaSharkus, he landed, but not quite on it. A-Game's up by 10. And now getting 2 yellows. If he can get more, it's going to be looking dire for LaSharkus, but LaSharkus gets the other 2 yellows to keep the lead at around 10. Now a spawn that both of them are pretty well off on. A-Game gets 2 yellows to LaSharkus' 1, and now a convenient spawn for him. He has really not had to go too far at certain points, and now he's up by almost 20. A-Game looking to claim the win. LaSharkus needs a big comeback now. It is a 20-point game. LaSharkus, where is he? He is camping the top. And A-Game can play the clock so hard right now. And the Duda La La La, there it is! Oh! LaSharkus super speeds into the pool for a nice grab. But this is starting to look like it might be over. A-Game just really has to bide his time. Just absolute cinema here. And A-Game is going to be moving on. It is not too early to declare that A-Game will be moving on to the round of 16. A phenomenal match from both sides. A-Game just doing a bit more. LaSharkus is going to use the cannon to end it. And a fantastic match all around. Yep. Well, that's all, folks.